Kevin Simpson, good to have you back. Are we better set up now? Is the risk reward better today than it was last week?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a terrific way to start the week, Scott, especially after what we saw on Thursday. But I'm still thinking that post-election, it feels like a little bit more risk on than what we were seeing then. But this is great that the market's looking for breadth. It's fantastic that it's being led by the tech stocks. As much as we want to talk about a bubble, we need these companies to deliver. Here, we're just talking about earnings, which is also super important. If the consumer can carry us through this holiday spending season, I think that could be a terrific setup, not just for the end of the year, but for the start of next year as well.
What are the highs of the day? I mean, especially NASDAQ is up, more than 600. We're pushing 3%. Do we feel like we got enough shaken out or whatever had to be dealt with last week that we're just back riding this trade now?
No, I don't feel like we got nearly enough. We had a 5% broad market pullback, and we bounced off that, which is great. But if you look under the surface, I mentioned the election is kind of a catalyst. There's a lot of stocks that were trading down 20, 25, 30%. They weren't the names that we talk about every day. Perhaps they were a little bit less profitable businesses. So maybe from a broad perspective, we think, oh, it's another V-shaped bounce. But I think there's more to it, and I think that's very healthy. A lot will depend on what the Fed does in December. That's going to be the huge debate. Do they cut? Do they not cut? To me, Scott, I think it's a little bit less important because if they don't cut in December, they'll cut in January. If they cut in December, probably not in January. Market likes to pull forward. We all do. But I think that as much as we'll be riding on it in the short term, it may be less impactful to intermediate to long term.
What's the most exciting thing you've done in the market lately? Have you used any of that weakness to add to some of the positions that you like the best?
Yeah, I think the best trade we did on Friday was adding to Caterpillar. We had been stopped out of Honeywell on Thursday. We wanted to kind of stick to the industrial theme. And believe me, I love the Honeywell story. It's not a question of us thinking that the stock is broken. It just really has to do with us getting stopped out. And look at the pop Caterpillar had today. So certainly a nice trade there. We also added to some Microsoft on Friday, sticking with that mega AI theme. They're not issuing debt. It's a free cash flow machine. Stock was 17% off its highs. So we talk about some of the names that I mentioned earlier in terms of being beyond a 5% pullback. Microsoft would fall into that category. Hit its 200-day, and we added to the position.